Hey, welcome in. I'll wait for a few more people to come in before I tell you what happened. How y'all doing? Thanks for coming in, guys. Hit that like button. Alright, guys. First things first, they denied me the jury trial because they reduced the criminal charges to civil charges, and because of that, I had to go in front of a judge to see if I was responsible. I won't go into the details of the case and what happened exactly, but I will tell you this. They found me responsible on both accounts. Unbelievable. I don't know, I don't want to talk too much shit about a judge, but it seemed like he had a stick up his butt and he's in bed with the police. I don't see like how any way that this could have gone anywhere else but in my favor. But I want to say things, but I can't. I really can't. What happened? I was denied the jury trial. They reduced the charges to civil from criminal, and now I can't have a jury of my peers. It's been 2 years in the making. You've thrown me through the ringer on this. Like, this is retarded. So I don't know what their deal is. I am appealing it because my goal is to go back into that police station and film again. It is. You know, they want to say I was antagonizing and stuff like that. It's baloney. And like, even the facts of the case weren't even used appropriately. And I believe that the facts were also altered. And I like to say that people lied, right? And I believe people did lie. But it's gonna have to go to appeals. Obviously, like, this is what the courts do, right? They try to find any angle they want. But according to my lawyer, the prosecutors actually did want to go to a jury trial, and the judge just didn't allow it. I wanted it, the prosecutors wanted it, the judge didn't. I don't, like, really? I know this is like really stupid that I'd get a jury trial like for these charges. I think these charges should have been dropped. There's no reason for these charges to stick, you know? So I'm really fascinated about what happened today, and I believe my lawyer did a really good job, as much as he could, but it was out of our hands. Like, they flipped script last second. So, yeah, I know the judge knows it. I know the judge knows what he was doing. But I believe that some facts were distorted and not appropriate to the case. So, we'll see what happens at appeals. I think it's a joke, the whole thing right now. The whole thing from the start was a joke. Yeah, like, it just blows my mind, guys. This is really blowing my mind about how it happened. But this is a two-part video, and because I didn't say like what happened today in trial, I said what happened today, right? Well, what else happened 10 minutes before my trial? I got my settlement. So I'm going to go sign my check right now for my Manchester arrest. Manchester, New Hampshire, when I was arrested there. So I'm going to go get a check right now. I'm on my way. And I'm going to use a little bit of that money for my appeal. So if you guys ever saw that Manchester arrest, now that I'm going to sign this check, I'm going to edit the video and I'm going to put it out there. You probably saw on like News Now Ninja, and as well as a few other channels that put it out there. And that's when my friend Savage was tased and beaten, and he had similar charges, except he had a resisting charge, which they dropped all the charges on that Manchester case, except for that resisting charge on my friend. So he's fighting that, and he should win. He didn't do anything wrong. We were being arrested illegally because they dropped the charges. They know that they were in the wrong. But I wish I could talk about more of the case today, the trial I had today. But exciting news. So it's always, you know, yin-yang effect in the world. So I'm gonna go pick up a check. So thank you guys for coming in here. I appreciate it. I can't answer any questions. I can't read the chat. I'm driving. I'm too excited. I'll pick up this check now. I do think I still have some hope in this case because it is, I will say, it is my intention to prosecute these officers for their actions. And yeah, I'll spend as much money as it takes to get that done. I don't care. What do I care? You know, I'm going to use money from one police department to take down another police department. It's going to be awesome, guys. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my channel. I just kind of been standoffish on my channel for a bit because of this stuff going on. But I'm going to be back at it. I tell you one thing, though. I ain't stepping another foot in Massachusetts. This place is terrible. Terrible. I've never had any good experiences in Massachusetts in general. I don't even like the state. I can't bring my gun here. You can't open carry here. You can do that in New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. They'll throw you in jail for like 15 years. These people are, it's just terrible. It's psychopathic, to be honest, like that they've written law that's contradictory to the Constitution and in so many ways here in Mass. So, but I still have high hopes for my case today. I think that it's going to work out. And what happened today was just absurd and distortion about facts. And like, I don't know why they would go this route, but I'm guessing that the judge is in bed with them. That, like, even my lawyer was very upset about the judge like saying certain things, and I'm not going to speak for him. I'm not going to like express how he felt in certain ways, but I think you guys get the idea. Is that, you know, these people think they can rule over us, yet haven't harmed anyone. I wasn't causing a problem. I was just exercising my rights, and someone exploded and got physical and violently physical with me and my friends, and also decided to throw my phone. You know, so I don't believe anything that's going on right now. It's such a joke. The state is such a joke. Don't ever go to Massachusetts, guys. Seriously, don't go here. It's not worth it. Come to New Hampshire, though, where they've reduced the budget in the state, and they don't have money for extra equipment or covering up cases or all that. They don't know how to handle it. So because we've reduced the budget, and there is legislation on the books, legislation being presented for New Hampshire independence, aka secession, and we won't have any federal laws in New Hampshire. And New Hampshire has been pulling all the stops recently of how the feds need to stay out of our business, especially when it comes to the masks and the vaccines and all that bull. New Hampshire Teachers Union, as of yesterday, has pulled itself from the national committee or the national organization because they don't want to, force the mask and vaccinations on kids. So, there's a lot of things happening in New Hampshire, a lot of freedom-oriented people fighting for our rights, and not just like, people, individual cases. I'm talking on all the scale. Like, as in the House, we have a bunch of freedom lovers in the House making changes and repealing law. They're repealing law, guys. They're like, New Hampshire is like the freest state or freest place in the world when it comes to gun rights, from what I know, because you have constitutional carry. That means you can open carry, you can conceal carry without permit. They don't have those stupid ghost gun laws and the red flag laws. So you can make your own gun, open carry or conceal carry it. And also they just passed or repealed the law recently that now you're allowed to show off your firearm in public. Not that people should do this, but used to get charged for threatening with the firearm, but only if you're committing a crime or something like that. But basically, you can, without deholstering or brandishing your weapon, you're allowed to say, "I have a gun," right? You're allowed to say these things. They didn't allow that before. You can't do that in any other state. They won't do that. They'll automatically like charge you, throw you away. New Hampshire is very unique, guys. I would really encourage you guys to go there. It's freer than any other state. I mean, Press NH now has had his dealings. I don't know if you're in the chat or not, but he's had his dealings in New Hampshire, and they want to act like, you know, that they can just like charge you and like arrest you for nothing. They don't even know what they're talking about. Like trespassing, you have to have been asked to leave. No, it's the trespassing charge that I got for my case today. I don't know why that stuck. The officer threw my phone, said to go get it, and that the other officer didn't know that happened, so he carried through with the trespass. He had never asked me to leave the garden. Never asked me to leave the garden, even though I was ordered to go get my phone over there. I feel like they got away with, they could have gone away with murder. You know, it's so silly. All the facts in the case were there, and the judge still ruled kind of against it. It's a joke. It is a joke. So, anyways, guys, I don't know what to tell you. But I'll read the comments later. I'll respond to the comments. But it's a joke, guys. Don't ever go to Massachusetts. Stick to any other state, honestly. Yeah, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I wish it had a better turnout today. And it is. I'm going to pick up a check. And I'll do another video as soon as I have it in hand. I don't know if I'm actually getting the check today or what, but I am signing some papers to make it official today that I'm getting a certain settlement amount, which I'll announce when I show the check. All right, guys, thank you so much. Be safe. Stay free. And, you know, stand up for your rights. Stand up for your rights. I went all the way. I'm not going to give in. They were trying to make a plea deal before I went into my trial. I was like, are you kidding me? I want a jury of my peers. I don't want to have a plea. I don't want the judge to decide my fate, even though they pulled a quick one and reduced the charges. I don't know how you can do that. Like 10 minutes before my trial, you can reduce charges. This is them trying to save face and to have their own back pocket henchman, the judge, to decide what my fate was. They didn't care. They didn't care. The judge did not care about the cops. And I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it, but I know that one of the officers that day, was disciplined for his actions, which could not bring up into trial today. We could not bring that up. So he was disciplined for his actions, and my charge is still stuck. My mind is blown. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Stay safe, stay free from government. Have a nice day. I'll be live soon.